What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Nika. It's time for another Tea Talk, aka Nika's News. So today I'm giving you an update on that new bill that was just passed. It is called One Big Beautiful Bill. It was passed on July the 4th of 2025. And I told you guys before, if you did not pay attention to part 1, or if you haven't even looked at it, go back and look at part 1. That was just telling you that the bill was in the works. And of course, now it is official. They were definitely being proactive on getting it, getting it out here by July the 4th. And of course, it's in law now. So let me go ahead and just tell you some things. I'm not going to go over all the information that's in this bill because, again, I told you before, this bill is 1,000 pages long. Nobody is reading this whole bill. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the most important things about this bill, okay? So pretty much, starting out, tax cuts. That's what they want to do. They want to cut funding, cut things. Of course, Medicaid and SNAP benefits, food stamps, are going to be cut. That is part of the plan. Also, they have included that if you have taxes, they're not going to tax you on overtime or any type of tips that you make. So if you get taxes, if you get tips or you get overtime, they're not going to tax you on that. Also, they decided to make some type of new accounts called Trump accounts, aka the newborn starter accounts. What that is, if you have a kid between January of 25 up until 2028, the time that he's in office, they would automatically open up you a new account for your newborn baby, funding it with $1,000. And of course, it's to help them, newborn babies not to, help families not to be in debt. And I guess when the kids get of age, 18 or 21 or whatever, they can use the money for their life. Funding for to go to school or to buy a house or whatever they need it for, but they can't use it until they're 18 or 21. Whatever the law decides that they can take the money out at that age. If you want to learn more about that, you're going to have to Google that for yourself. But that's something put in place. Also, they're trying to increase funding for like Border Patrol, for the military, when it comes to them trying to get all the illegal immigrants out of here. They're trying to increase funding for that. They're also going to have, when it comes to auto insurance, if you buy a new car between January the 1st of this year and 2028, they are going to deduct that interest. You're not going to be responsible for paying your auto interest. But you have to make sure your car is eligible. It has to be a new car that you're the first owner. And it has to be, the final assembly of the car has to have been in the USA. So I'm going to show you 2 links here that you can go to make sure your car is eligible to get those tax requirements, okay? And also, just to kind of break down a little bit more, I'm going to just kind of repeat what I said before. So like I said, there's no taxes on tips or overtime. There's a deduction for auto interest as long as your car has been assembled in the U.S. There's also a tax benefit for seniors that I did not mention the first time. So for seniors 65 and up who are working, and if you file your taxes and everything, they are giving you like a tax benefit. I believe it was up to like $6,000 or something. So it's kind of increasing that for the seniors. And again, about the Trump accounts, aka newborn starter accounts. And they are trying to do, like I said, federal spending and tax cuts. They're cutting Medicaid, Medicare. They do have strict requirements on if you can receive it. You do have to be working in order to get those benefits. And they also have, like I mentioned, the defense spending, including like for the missiles and drones, nuclear deterrence. They're trying to, monitor all of that. And for the border and immigration enforcement, they're trying to get funding for that. And also for the wall that they were trying to fund as well. So guys, that was just summing it up. So we don't know how it's going to affect everyone. And also with the whole Medicaid and food stamps cuts, people are going to be losing health care. It has been reported that about 10 million people will be losing health care. So, and that kind of goes with the whole healthcare.gov accounts, aka it used to be called Obamacare, but they keep switching the names to affordable healthcare plans, and who knows what name it's going to come out to be now. But a lot of people are going to be losing that as healthcare. And if that's your only health care, you're just not going to have any health care. And like I say, Medicaid, they're trying to cut Medicaid funding for people who have Medicaid. And eventually we're probably going to have nothing. So you're cutting Medicaid and food stamps. But yet again, you're going to start up a Trump account for newborn babies. So you're telling me I need to go out here and pop out a child so I could get this starter fund, but I can't have no health insurance. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I don't see where that's making sense to me, but who am I, right? Anyway, and then like I say, if you buy a new car, let's go ahead and put myself in more debt by buying this new car, because I can get this auto in interest, deducted every year if I go buy me a new car. Great for me to be in debt with this new car, but I don't have no health insurance. Okay, great. Yeah. Let's give people more money for this wall to keep these immigrants out. And Border Patrol people, they need to be paid more for their life. Maybe they might need it because, this is a dangerous job, I'm sure. But yeah, let's make sure they have the funding they need. Wow. I have no health insurance. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you can see where I'm going with that, right? Yeah. Anyway, guys, go ahead and take a look at the websites. I'm getting ready to show you the links here so that you could go ahead and see if your car qualifies or not. Take a look. So to check the vehicle eligibility made in US or EV credits, you click that link that you see right here, and it shows when you click the link, you just use your VIN number to confirm eligibility. And what it's checking is checking the final assembly location, the battery critical mineral sourcing, and the battery component origin. So let me click that link for you. So when I click the link, you see it goes here to electric vehicles with final assembly in North Carolina. So for people who have electric vehicles, you can use this link here. And I'm just scrolling through for you, and it says right here, enter your VIN number, and you hit submit. So going back out here, it's also saying the VIN decoder. This is to confirm where your vehicle was assembled, if it was assembled in the USA or not. So there's another link. Let me click that link here. Now on this link, you actually enter your VIN number and your model year. Once you enter that information, it will actually show and tell you if your car was made in the USA or not. And it will give you additional details as well. So pretty much that's actually all you have to do to check to see if your vehicle is actually eligible for the tax credits. All right. All right, guys. So they also approved of the new gun law as well. So what the new gun law is, if you wanted to go out and get accessories or anything for your guns, like silencers, suppressors, shorthand rifles, anything like that, they made you pay $200, which was called a tax stamp. And they made you fill out the paperwork, and you had to wait for approval. The paperwork was like get the background check and everything, and then you had to wait for approval for this. So the new law that was recently passed is you don't have to pay the $200 for the tax stamp, but you still have to fill out the paperwork, wait for the background check, and then wait for approval. So that has been approved. No more tax stamp, no more $200 fees or anything like that. You just have to fill out paperwork, do your background check, and wait for your final approval. That's it. That's in regards to getting suppressors and silencers and any type of gun accessories that you're interested in. So for people who are gun-ho about guns, there you go. But anyway, guys, I think that is pretty much it. That sums up the whole thing. Now, if I come across something to kind of sum it up for you, that I could kind of show you, just piece by piece by piece by piece, just kind of, add something to you, I'll go ahead and add it here. But if I don't, then this will be it for you. I just pretty much talked about it simply here, okay? But guys, I want to thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And comment down below what you think about this whole new law, okay? Thank you for watching Nika's News, aka Nika's Tea Talks. Take it easy, and it's been real.